Yep, I'm here. We're here. Doing this damn thing on this Thursday morning. So the sun is on its way up. Look at that. It's a beautiful day. Decided to start out here in the front yard where the lighting's a little bit better. I'm gonna get some new lights for inside there because you notice how yellow it is. So I might go do that today. Talk a little bit about today's workout. On Tuesday, I went to Tampa and I visited Ben Pekulski, B-Pack, professional bodybuilder. The guy's a beast. He's also super intelligent. And he and I were talking about muscle intelligent training. Muscle intelligence, he calls it. I had been using the practice of time under tension training, which is about really squeezing as tight as you can, going as slow as you can, feeling every inch of the muscle and the movement while you do everything that you do in the gym, bro. And so that really allows you to activate a ton of muscle that's not activated, not turned on when you do like power training. Like I like to do. I like to move the weights fast. That's just my natural inclination. So I want to take that weight, move as quickly as I can. A lot of aggression. Well, so you got aggression on one end, you got intelligence on the other end. I like aggression. But don't mean that I can't activate the intelligence within, particularly within the muscle. So I'm hitting a very similar set of workouts the second half of the week as I did in the first part of the week. A lot of the same exercises, a little different, but a lot of the same. Big difference though for the second half of my week, every week, is that I go a little bit lighter and I squeeze a bit tighter. A little bit lighter, a bit tighter. And so it'll be a lot of squeezing going on, a lot of nervous system work going on, a lot of stimulating all those muscle fibers that lay dormant when you do things too fast. And that's what today's workout's all about. I already did a little bit of a warm-up, got my shoulders a little warmed up. I received a text from Apollo, my neighbor, and you guys saw him earlier this week. You ain't gonna see him today, because he's got another reason why he can't be here. But that's all right. I still love him. I actually invited him to come train with me, so I have somebody to hang out with. And we've been doing that for the past few months, so I don't pressure him. But just imagine, you got to train for free with Elliott Hulse every day. Would you miss a workout? I don't know. But anyway, that's not the point here. You also may notice that, look, we were talking about my scalp the other day and how, maybe I am balding. But I get a little bit of the inflammation here, and it's starting to peel here. I think some of it has to do with being in the sun this weekend, but I was eating nuts. I binged on nuts when I broke fast yesterday. So nuts are like the devil for me. And so it causes a lot of inflammation. Even though I love them, I'm addicted to them. And so I suffer. Somebody asked me about the vegan gains. I know he made a video about me. He makes lots of videos about me. He must like me. I'm friends with Frank Yang, and Frank Yang did a really cool video with vegan gains. I liked it a lot. It showed him in a different light, and it stimulated some sense of appreciation in my heart for vegan gains. And so I reached out to Frank, he and I are friends, and I asked him to link me up with him, just, CC an email together. I'd love to have him on my show, and not to argue, not to argue or to fight. I think if you want to be vegan, that's okay. I'm not trying to convince anybody to be anything they don't want to be. But I would just like to meet him and know him and see, what makes him tick. And it also fits right in line with my 40 Ways I Was Wrong video series, because there was a time when, detractors or haters or people who said mean things about me used to irritate me. Used to I want to defend myself and prove myself, and I was wrong. I don't do that anymore. In fact, it's strange. It may sound strange, but I have like a sense of appreciation for people who maybe call me out on my shit. Not that I agree that it's shit, they think it's shit, but causes me to actually reflect a little bit on some of the things I say and think like, okay. But I'm a stubborn bastard. I like what I like, think what I think. And even if I'm wrong, I'm sticking by my word. But I don't think I'm wrong about veganism. All right, so hope you guys enjoy. We're gonna come in here now in my garage, Ty Lopez style. In fact, I'm gonna stay close to the outside lighting, and I'm gonna start hitting up these dumbbell bench presses. Like I said, I already warmed up. I'm probably gonna use fat grips, thick old fat grips. Can you beat vegan gains in a fight? See, you guys are getting into like the immature kind of questions. If I answer that, that's a dumb question to answer. Can I beat him in a fight? Well, I do Muay Thai, you know. I've been doing Muay Thai, so pow pow pow. I know how to take somebody out now. I used to just be a beast. I used to just like, cause I'm strong. Oh, somebody love my sandals for the win. Yeah. You're not gonna be able to see them yet until I walk that way. Yeah, I used to just be a beast. Like, you know, I would win fights just cause I'm strong and I'm aggressive. But I don't know how to fucking fight. Well, for the past 6 months, yeah, I've been doing, so that's my jab, right? Jab, right hook, boom, boom. Yeah, so I've been enjoying that. Stop vegan gains. Well, he eats grass, I eat beef. You know, what do you think? Morning. So I'm going to start with some dumbbell bench press. And I got to check what weights I was using. So with these time under tension workouts, where I'm, maybe going a little bit slower, squeezing a little bit tighter, I go a little bit lighter. And so, and I also do a couple warm-up sets. So I'm gonna warm up set, I'm gonna do a warm-up set here. Then I'm gonna throw the fat grips on and go a little bit heavier. I do less reps also, so you should know, so I'm doing about like 3 sets of 3. So how many of you guys do time under tension training? I'm curious. How many of you guys squeeze and go slow when you're training? Like I said, I do this for the second half of the week. And because I got some tutoring, some guidance, from pro bodybuilder Ben Pekulski this week. He was even showing me how I could do it better. Like I was squeezing the hands and I would tense the muscle on the concentric part of the movement, but I wasn't as active on the eccentric part of the movement. He was showing me how I was kind of being lazy. I wasn't doing it right. And that just doubled the effort that's required in order to do the exercises. He's an intense guy. He seems to have like this level of concentration that is uncanny. And you could even just see it on his face while he's speaking, like he's intense. Ben Pekulski, check him out. He's got a podcast, MI40. I was on his podcast. Maybe it'll be out in a couple weeks. I filmed some videos with him. I talk about muscle intelligence and the things we're talking about here. And the podcast that I did with him was about fatherhood, returning to the father. So that's fatherhood, masculinity, family, faith, fasting. These are all things that have been of great interest to me in these past few years. Not that they hadn't been, but I talk more about them. They've been following me long enough, I talk about a whole lot of different things. Got a lot of interests. I love life. So here we go. This will be my first working set. That's it, 65s. I decided to actually put on my true uniform shirt today. I had been wearing my my old school strength camp camos in those past few videos. I guess being nostalgic since I'm coming back to YouTube. Just trying to put those on, but I watched the videos, I'm like, that's not me. This is me. This is actually my uniform. If you ever get a chance to go up, which you probably will never, if you ever get a chance to see my closet, I'll take you to my closet one day. All I got is this. I got dozens and dozens and dozens of green shirts. It's my uniform. It's my habit. All right. I'm gonna go up a little bit and wait here. Another thing I like to mention about just starting this up with you guys is that my training is suffering. This is the first week that I've been doing this with you guys, and so it takes me a little bit longer. Plus, I haven't had time to hit my low intensity, steady state cardio at the end of my workouts, which I love to do. It's very helpful to me, especially since especially on the days that I overeat. I broke fast yesterday, and I'd be a lot leaner if I did my cardio and didn't. I can't say that it would be much of a difference if I didn't binge, because when I fast, I fast, and when I feast, I feast, and so I'm trying to find a good rhythm there. Lost a ton of weight while I was doing those real long, prolonged fasts, 10-day fasts. Got down to 168 pounds. I was looking Ethiopian for sure, but I appreciated that. I want to go. I want to do that again. Look emaciated. I don't know, something cool about that emaciated look. Skull was looking all bare. So I'm definitely gonna do it again, probably like in July. But right now, it's like trying to find that fasting and feasting ratio. And so I didn't do my cardio last weekend. So it's this week, so it kind of affects my feasting. But I'm gonna do it today after this. I'm gonna say peace to you guys. I'm gonna get on my bike. I'm gonna loop the neighborhood. All right, set number 2, working set number 2, 75-pound dumbbells with the fat grips. Time and attention, muscle intensity workout. Shout to Ben Pekulski. So when doing time under tension, the breathing breathing is a little different. Somebody asked me about doing a 10-day fast. Won't you lose a shit ton of muscle? Well, yeah. So, what you gotta realize is that you could build it back. At least I can, I don't know. I'm not scared. No. I'm not scared to lose my muscle. I'm not scared to lose my money. I'm not scared to lose my mama, because I put all trust in God. That's it, I don't care. If you live your life scared about what you're gonna lose, you're not gonna do anything different, right? You gotta be willing to sacrifice to receive. There is no king without a sacrifice. There is no growth without a death. There is no getting without a letting go. And so, we spend a lot of our time in the anabolic, reaching, going for, grasping, aggressive way of getting things. But did you know that when you create a vacuum by letting things go, getting rid of things, stripping things away, that the universe, that God hates a vacuum, draws things to you. So we don't always have to be grasping. I hold on to, I gotta hold on to that girl, I gotta hold on to that money, I gotta hold on to that muscle. A lot of times, many of the times, when you learn how to allow, you let things go. So just like a boomerang, but better, something comes back to fill it. Laws of nature, y'all. I'm not making this shit up, try it out. Let go. Let go of your stuff to see what you attract. 3. Hey, and by the way, I love your super chats. If you super chat me, I'll hang out and chat with you. YouTube doesn't monetize a lot of my videos anymore, but I don't care. YouTube just evolves. It has to do what it has to do. I heard YouTube lost something like $70 billion in ad revenue last year, and that Alphabet, the company that owns it, is not that happy about it. And it has a lot to do with this effort to censor. Where like every single one of my videos, YouTube wants to know, is this appropriate for advertisers? And sometimes I'm just like, no. I don't even try to argue with them. I'm like, no, it's not. You just get out of here. Leave me alone. All right. Last working set. That's why you can't have one source of revenue. It's for all of you listening, especially you guys who want to be YouTubers. I wasn't a YouTuber, I was a businessman first. But if you rely on one source of income as an entrepreneur, you're gonna suffer, because shit changes. You have to have multiple sources of income. Done. So what do we got next? Wide grip pull-ups.
Come on. Are you live yet?
Yeah, it's live, but unless you do like Simone and walk in front of it.
Hey,
Bye, Dad. Bye, Daddy.
Look, it's live now.
How many people are seeing it?
Millions.
226.
Wait, how many? Oh, hey.
Hi.
Dudes.
Bye, Dad.
Love you. Homework.
You're sweaty.
All right, love you. See you later, wife. All right, can't stand these yellow lights. But check this out. I'm gonna hit some pull-ups next. Just trying to find the right spot for this. See what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna take these lights back. As if I'm not already fucking yellow. That's what they call people from the Caribbean who are mixed, from Belize. Mixed. And I'm yellow. I'm already yellow. This shit got me looking hyper yellow. Yellow man. Thank you for the comment on my family. I look like the Simpsons, yeah. Am I still fasting? I look better than yesterday? No, I broke fast. Why don't I superset bench and pull-ups? It just depends on the phase that I'm in, what I'm doing. I was doing that from January, February, March. It was all supersets. In fact, I was doing EDT, escalating density. Right now, I'm just taking my time between sets because I'm doing more. I'm fasting more, but that's part of the reason why. So let's see. Pull-ups. I'll do them facing you guys. Why your ego so big these days, Mr. E? My ego's big. I came out with a big ego. I came out saying me. That's my mama. Yeah. I'm an Aries. Aries is all about the self, about the face. It's who I am. And I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for my ego. Had I not had a big ego, you wouldn't know me. You gotta understand that. That's the gift. The gift and the curse. Every curse is a gift, every gift is a curse. If you don't know how to be about it, and I know about being about ego, big time. I know a lot about how to best be a big ego. You want me to be like you, and maybe you got a poor ego, a weak ego. That's not a gift either. A weak ego is not a gift. It doesn't make you good. Ooh. 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 A lot of people got a lot of misconceptions about ego and what ego is and what it means. You gotta understand something. As long as you have a body, you have an ego. Your ego is your interface with the world. It's the soul's interface with the incarnate world. How can you be somebody who lifts? How can you be somebody who does anything and doesn't have an ego? Ego is your friend. You need it just like you need a body to be here, to live here. It is the appropriate relationship of ego to self, to God, that is important. When the ego is too identified with the material world, that's when the ego becomes the boss. But when the ego submits itself to the higher power, this is why men need religion. Because it's very easy for us to become mystified by the material world. And this is where we get addiction to pussy, addiction to money, addiction to feelings, bad feelings, sad. That's a really strong ego. Somebody who's always sad or self-deprecating, they think that's like the opposite of ego. Somebody who's always self-deprecating. Oh, not me, never me. You know what you call that? A humble ego. Like a spiritual ego. You got these egos that trick themselves into thinking that they're not ego. Yeah, you gotta understand. So, all right, let me do this next set. Did Elliott tore both biceps? Yeah. We live in a fatherless world. You gotta understand. That's where we lose our connection, that ego self-access. When we don't have religion, when we don't have the Father, when we don't have fathers. Fathers humble your sons. This is what we do. A lot of times through humiliation. It's got to get a slap upside the head. But when we live in a world that's all mommy, all material, it's all self and ego identified. It's identified with this. So it's not about ego yes, ego no. There's always ego. It's where's the ego identified? With the father or with the mother? Remember that. Not religion, spiritual. I don't agree, Daryl. I don't agree. I think religion is very important. And spiritual is one of those new age words that have been used to water down religion and make it more palatable for the soft masses. Religion is hard. That's why nobody likes it. Or it's so denigrated here in the West. Religion, wrathful father of the Old Testament is what they want to talk about. Yep, that's been the problem. We don't have strong fathers in the West any longer. That's why so many people despise Donald Trump, because he's a strong patriarch, daddy figure. So regardless of what you think about his actions, it's who he's being. And in America, need a strong daddy. Obama was a woman. There was like 2 women in office. 2 first ladies. All right, so trying to find a good angle here again. Let's stick with this one. Take shorter rest intervals. You guys got me resting too long. Trying to find the best place for this. Pull-ups right here. Only thing is I'm trying to avoid these yellow fucking lights. So I'm just gonna be Simpson Elliott for the moment. Take your shirt off. What are you talking about? The blue light is the light you want to avoid, not the yellow. Really? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Yellow lights are healthier. Okay. Well, thank you, Christian. Elliot, do you believe in religion? Yeah, I just said that. Right now, if I had to identify, I say right now because I'm a little promiscuous when it comes to religion. Because I just love God in all the ways he shows himself to us. I just love God. But I am religious, and I like having religious doctrine. And so in fact, this morning, spent a lot of time reading the Philokalia. The Philokalia. Those of you guys who are Greek might know what that is. This is a book that contains the writings of the early patriarchs, the fathers of the early Orthodox, Eastern Orthodox Christian church. And so I'm really digging Eastern Orthodoxy, Christianity lately. And so somebody asked me about snake diet. Yeah, well, I love Cole. I just reposted his stuff on my Instagram. And I have him on my Elliott Host channel in just a couple weeks. I just nailed down an interview date with him. So, do I believe in snake juice? Yeah. Do I like prolonged fasting? Yeah. Do I like Cole, the snake dude? Yeah. So let's do it. So I actually need to slow my reps down a little bit. Getting a little carried away. Elliot, did you become vegan? No. No, I have not. I think it's a nice idea. You gotta understand. I think veganism is a nice idea. The idea that all we need is plant food resonates with a part of me that's like, But then in practice, just doesn't seem, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me anyway. And I don't think it works for a lot of you guys who think it's working for you. Like, so I was vegan for a good 2, almost 3 weeks, just last month in May, not April, March, in March. And I was getting soft, I was getting itchy, but I had hope. So I went on YouTube and I was like, vegan bodybuilder. I was trying to look up as many different vegan bodybuilders as I could. And every channel I found, the vegan bodybuilders were skinny fat. They were eating a bunch of fucking bars. They overate on processed food time after time, you know? They're getting all that protein from bars and shit. And most of them didn't look good. They looked skinny fat. So you know their insulin's way too high. I can't fuck with the high insulin shit. And if you guys are getting all your protein from fucking beans and nuts, it spikes that insulin. And it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for most people. That's why there's so much type 2 fucking diabetes. Look at this right shoulder. Definitely not as aesthetic as my left. I'm gonna work on that a little bit today. But do what you want to do. I'm not judging. I don't judge. I don't care. Do whatever you want to do. Ugh. Hey, where am I? Something happened. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but my camera froze. I don't know what's going on here. You can hear me, right? I don't know what's going on with the camera, so I'm gonna try, maybe refresh. That's a good advice. How do I refresh? Yeah, I know it froze. Well, I'm gonna